Picture this. You've been loading into Arc Raiders every night. The world feels alive and intense. The experience feels invigorating. When Shawnee speaks to you, you feel like she's speaking to you directly. It all feels real. But what if I told you that Shawnee's voice wasn't real? What if I told you that some of the voices in the game were AI? In fact, AI was used in a lot of ways to develop this game. My question to you is this: does it matter? Let's talk about it. Before we get into all of this, I want to make sure we're on the same page about what actually happened. So here's what we know. Embark used AI in a few different ways to build Arc Raiders, and I want to be clear about what that actually looks like in the game that you've been playing. For starters, the Arc you fight, the way that they move, the way they hunt you, Embark used machine learning to train those enemies through millions of attempts. At the start, they couldn't even walk. They tripped over their own selves. They shot themselves, but over time, they got better. Eventually, they became the feared Arc that they are now. That's AI. Then there's a ping system. Every time you ping an item or a location, that voice you hear is AI generated. Embark did work with real voice actors. They paid them, they got their permission, but then they used their voices to build a system that can call out anything in the game. Most people never noticed. I didn't. And the characters, Shawnee, the traders, the voices in Speranza, some of those were AI generated when the game launched. Now, Embark has replaced a lot of them with real humans since then, but not all of them. Some of the voices are still in the game right now, and I bet you never even noticed. So that's what we're actually talking about. Not a game built entirely by AI, but a game where AI was used as a tool in specific places during development. That's the truth, and now we have it. So here's where it gets ironic. Arc Raiders is a game about humans fighting machines. That's not just the gameplay, that's the entire soul of the world that they built. You live underground in Speranza because the Ark drove humanity off the surface. You fight your way topside because machines took everything. The whole reason you're a raider in the first place is because the Ark decided that humans didn't belong anymore. The entire premise of this game is human resilience in the face of being replaced by machines. And then you go see Shawnee for a hatch key, and the voice that speaks to you, the voice of one of the last humans in a dying world, was generated by a machine. Let that sink in for just a second. Embark built a world where machines replaced humans, and they used machines to replace humans to build it. That's not a conspiracy theory, that's just the truth when you put the facts in the same sentence. And here's proof. A few days ago at an investor meeting, Patrick Soderlund told the room that building Arc Raiders with fewer people was deliberate. And yes, AI was part of how they did it. In fact, Nexon built an entire AI system that will function in all future projects. How do you feel about that? Let's talk about the people who are furious about this, because they're not wrong. There are real voice actors out there who spent years training in their craft. They built careers on the belief that human performance is irreplaceable. And what Embark did, even with consent, was take their voices, feed them into a machine, and then use that machine to generate new performances that those actors never gave. The actors were paid once, but the machine works forever. There's an argument that AI frees creative people to create more rather than replacing them, but that's a hard sell when the same company just told shareholders that they built 2 AAA games with fewer people at a fraction of the cost. Capcom said they won't use AI-generated assets at all, full stop. Other studios, they're drawing hard lines as well. And the gaming community has been watching this industry lay off hundreds of people while posting record profits, watching creative jobs disappear one at a time, watching executives call it efficiency while the people doing the actual work call it what it is. So if you felt something tighten in your chest when I told you about Shawnee's voice, you're right to feel it. That anger is not irrational. It is completely legitimate response to something real that is happening to real people in a real industry. If you're angry, you're right. But here's the other side, and it's just as valid. Think about what AI actually made possible in this game. The arc you fight, the way they hunt you, that level of enemy behavior couldn't exist without machine learning. No human scripting produces that. It's one of the things that make arc raiders unlike anything else out there. That ping system means every new weapon, every new location gets a voice call out instantly. That's a better game because of AI, and the fact that a small studio building something that competes with teams 10 times their size, that matters. Arc Raiders exists the way it does partly because AI tools made it possible to build more with less. Without that, maybe this game never got made at all. AI didn't just take something from this game, it gave something too. So if you don't care that AI was involved, you're right as well. So here's where we land. Two completely opposite reactions to the same truth, and both of them are right. Because this isn't about what Embark did, it's about what you value. I loaded into Arc Raiders last night. Shawnee spoke. I felt something. Whether that voice was human or machine, in that moment it was real to me. Where you land is yours to decide. I'll see you topside.